Hi, this is Tom Malloy. I'm doing a series of videos for HorrorNews.net. We did a video on screenwriting and then production, and today we're talking about distribution. I have raised $25 million plus for financing movies. I've produced, at the time of this video, 16 films. I've starred in a bunch of movies. I've written 30 plus screenplays, and options sold or made into movies, 24, 25 of those screenplays. And I have made 4 horror movies, and I've been in 6. So as far as horror movies go, a lot of people look at them and they say, well, that's the quickest way in the industry because I could just take some teenagers in the woods, chop them up, and sell it and make millions of dollars. Well, there's an aspect of that might be true and maybe was true 20 years ago, okay? But nowadays, it's not the same thing. If you've ever been to the American film market, the AFM, you could check it out and you'll see horror movie posters everywhere. And so suddenly your horror movie is just one of a pack of thousands. So one of the issues here is that the market is somewhat saturated with horror movies, okay? There's just too many made. And now that technology has gotten to the point where you can go to Best Buy and get a camera, years ago in the 90s or early 2000s, you had to shoot them on 35 millimeter film, and that was kind of a barrier to entry. Nowadays, again, you go to Best Buy, you can get the camera that's beautiful and you could just shoot it in your backyard, okay? But that doesn't always mean it's gonna be a top-level professional quality film, all right? So if you've taken the steps that I've talked about as far as screenwriting goes and made it a killer script, and as far as production goes and know exactly the voice that you wanna do, then you have a horror movie that you're not just making because you say, well, let's see what it could do in the marketplace, right? Okay, but you do have a horror movie and you're done and maybe you're proud of it, and that's fantastic. So there's 3 places that I could say you could sell that film during the year. And that would be the EFM, the European Film Market in Berlin in February, the Cannes Marché du Film in May, and the American Film Market in November. Now, all of these could potentially be affected by what's going on with the quarantine and COVID-19, but let's just say everything's back to somewhat normal, okay? When that happens, and that is the case, which we're all hoping for, those are the 3 markets to go to. Those are the 3 film markets during the year. But for the people listening to this video, maybe the majority of you are in the United States, so the easiest one to go to is the American Film Market in November. So you can go there and you could see all these sales agents and distributors that have the films there and that are selling movies to the buyers, okay? And on the back half of those markets, you can go in and they'll take meetings with you and they'll see your trailer and they'll hear your pitch on your horror movie, and then they'll wait for a screener link. If they're interested, then they could make you a deal and make you an offer on the horror movie and be selling it and get your film out there everywhere. The person you're looking for is the person that is the head of acquisitions or just acquisitions or VP of acquisitions. You can walk into any of these hotel rooms at AFM or the booths at Berlin and Cannes or even the hotel rooms in Berlin and ask, hey, do you have anybody that takes care of acquisitions and can I get their card? Okay, and maybe you'll get a meeting there. Maybe they'll say, well, here, listen, we have some time now. Tell us about your movie. And you should be able to present it and show it that way. Okay, so that's how you do it. You go to the markets, you meet the right people, make the relationships, and hopefully you'll have incredible success with your film. If you want more resources on making movies, go to FilmmakingStuffHQ.com.